All right. There we go. Get rid of that. Hello, everyone. I am going to let a couple more people roll in and then we will get started.
Hey, Rachel, I had a quick question before we do get started.
Yeah.
I was wondering at the end of the section if we can go over how to order what is that? The door hangers and stuff like that, like flyers on command.
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm so excited. All righty, let's go ahead and rock and roll. So I wanted to thank you everyone for attending. I'm so excited to see all of you. I wanted to kind of share the new tech rollouts and the new updates that has happened in Command, just because there's been a ton in the last few weeks, and with family reunion happening, I want to make sure that you guys knew what all was there and really kind of show you how it works. And then I do have a little sneak peek for you at the end that you'll get to see some of the features of the new websites that should be out by the end of this month. So if you've had a conversation with me about the agent websites through KW, you know that that's not my favorite thing, but I'm really excited and really pumped about what is to come. So if you have any questions about anything, feel free to speak, put them in the chat, whatever, however you need those answered. And for anybody who, wanted to attend this, or if you're curious, I am going to, this is recorded obviously, and I am going to upload it to my YouTube channel and I will send it out via email tomorrow to everybody in case you miss it or want to watch it back. So without further ado, I'm going to start sharing the screen. Okay. If you attended family reunion, you've seen some of this, but I want to not just show you the screenshot, I want to dive into physical command. So that's why you're going to see similar slides, but we're going to actually go into it. That's going to be the difference today. So I'm going to put this over here and we're going to get started. Okay, we don't have to worry about the disclaimer. So I want to first let you know kind of what the KW Tech vision and the direction that they are going, because this is something that Gary and all of the KWRI leadership kind of had a, for lack of better terms, come to Jesus moment. They had an offer made to them to buy our technology, because if you're not aware, KW has built all of our technology around command and all of that. And we've spent all of our money, not all of our money, but we've spent our money on building it. And so Gary kind of met with all the operating principals and said, yeah, this is going to happen, or we can kind of double down and really bring our technology up to where it needs to be, but I need your guys' buy-in. So this is what our tech vision is. So it's delivering an integrated agent CRM and consumer platforms that make agents and teams more successful. So we're going to focus on these 4 core areas, which would be contact database optimization, which is obviously your database, how you utilize it, how you keep up with it, all those things. Lead generation and management, you have to generate leads in order to stay, successful in this business. Best in class consumer platform. So that is all consumer facing. That means your website, your app, all of that needs to be top notch and needs to be easy. And then last but not least, the home ownership experience, because it doesn't stop once you have a transaction. You need to still be able to provide your clients value even after that transaction is closed. So the statement here is keeping agents and teams at the center of the relationship with their clients, period. That end sentence, that is the most important thing. So just to kind of give you a visual or a somewhat of a model, so we're going to have KW Consumer, which is the consumer platforms that, again, your app, your website. You have KW Command, which is kind of the brains of the operation. And then you have Command MC, which is the market center side of things, where we will eventually be that's where we do your compliance. That's where we review your commissions. That's where we're going to be very soon managing our market centers. That's how we will onboard new agents. So it's really these big three kind of spheres that will all link together and be able to create extra and all the things that you need moving forward. So KW Connect is also integrated into Command, and then all of the data and that happens, all the platform integrations, and you'll see that here soon. And what we're going to do and are doing is creating connections with these businesses that are already doing things well. So that way we don't have to go and build that platform from ground up. We can just partner with people who have already got it figured out and are already doing it well. So something that makes our technology different, I would like to note, out of all of the brokerages and real estate companies in the world, there are only either 2 or 3 companies left that has their own technology. We are one of them. So knowing that we have control over everything that is in our CRM, that happens to our CRM, that happens to the data in our CRMs, meaning your databases, is huge. So, and the other difference that sets us even apart from owning our own technology is the fact that Command and everything that is built in all of our technology has to do with the MREA. If you pay close, if you've read the MREA enough to see the lead model that's in there, you will notice that part of the models at the bottom of the model is cultivate, active, under contract, and closed. And if you have seen the opportunities timeline enough in Command, you will notice those are the opportunity timeline phases. So it is really built for you. It's built on the principles of MREA, and there's a lot of opportunity in there. Something else that came out at Family Reunion are these playbooks. These are step-by-step instructions on how to manage your social media, how to generate online leads, how to host an open house, all of the things. So if you have not received a copy of those from your leadership, I will get them to you, and I'll have a list of everybody who's on here, so that I will send that out in an email as well, so you have access to all of those, because there are probably 6, I think, created, 5 or 6 created right now. There will be more to come, but that training piece is going to be a huge difference maker for new agents, for agents getting into the systems, or for agents that just want a fresh idea on how things are done. Something else that I am proud to say is that when we took a step back with the technology and really tried to stabilize it last year and really rebuild what was already there, we had last year 539 lab sessions. So those are where agents, leadership, and developers come together in meetings and test and run things to see how they work, get agent feedback. We had almost 4,400 participants in this, and over 340 hours spent on delivering technology at the lowest cost available, but also reiterating that it was built by an agent. So when you see something, there was a vast majority reasoning behind it for an agent or a team wanting or feeling this was the best route to go. So just to understand how this technology happens, how these new updates and releases come about, it's really what the agents want and need, and that's the majority. So just some numbers to throw out at you. Right now in Command, there are 64 million plus contacts in there. Mobile, we have 6.3 million mobile record contacts viewed. So the mobile app of Command works very well. If you don't have it, you need to download it. And then I know another big thing with the agent websites is that there's not enough traction. We had 35.5 million visits to a kw.com website last year. So that's huge. Something else that if you have not heard, you should know that KW did a study last year of the Command contact databases versus the average GCI that an agent was making. So they noticed that at 201 contacts and above is where you start seeing that 120,000 in GCI. So that is really the goal. You should be hopefully hearing from your market centers that that 201 and hearing things around database and why that number is so important. And that is exactly why. So now the best part, the new releases that have happened since pretty much the last couple months. So first things first is the Command dashboard. So if you have logged into Command within the last few weeks, you will notice the new welcome sign-in screen. You'll notice your home dashboard looks a little bit different, and you can now see your profit share in Command. You can also see your profit share on Command Mobile. So just to kind of take you there to see it. So this is what it looks like when you go to Command now when you log in. And if you click on, oh, I got a tag. So when you log in now, what is different is these little icons up here at the top. It's very similar how you mimic, you'll notice on the Command app. So if I look here, so I have 9 birthdays from my database, and hopefully YouTube does not block this. We'll see. But one is today. So if I click on this, it's going to take me into my contacts. It's going to filter to those people who have a birthday this month. So there's their birthdays, and no, they were not all born in 2001, but if you don't put a year, that's why that happens, but that's okay. And then I can, if I want to filter by date, so it's in order, that's ascending, descending, all the things. So today is Brian Reynolds' birthday. Happy birthday, sir. But yeah, so you can see all those there. So that is the functionality of those little quick links here at the top. That just takes you to filter those even quicker. And then if you scroll down to the bottom of your dashboard, down here is where you're going to see your profit share. So they are working to kind of see your whole downline here, but you can see, similar to the app, you can see your last payment, year to date, overall, and I think there's a couple more, but those are all down here as well. You will also notice we got some color changes and updates into the database health score. They have dropped off one of them. So it's phone number, email, address, neighborhood is where they're focusing. You can see, again, this has always been there, but most people don't realize you can compare your health score to other people if that is something that motivates you. But that is there. The outer ring is yours. The inner ring is your comparison. So those are the kind of new design updates. And again, those are kind of quality of life things, nothing extravagant. That's not going to end all be all or anything like that. Something that's really cool that is a game changer. This is individual agents and for teams. So before, this only happened in Facebook ads if you ran them. And then as well, if you were on a team, you had lead routing. But again, this is new for teams and individual agents, and it's called the lead management controls. So now that you have this option, any lead or any lead source, you can assign a management to. So if this was social media leads, you can assign it Facebook, Google Ads, Instagram, TikTok ads, whatever your lead source is. And this allows for auto tagging and them to auto enroll into Smart Plans. So what that means for you is less time making the clicks and adding the people, finding them, all of that. So that just adds that automation to make it one step further into getting into contact with these people sooner. So you can still use your custom lead sources, even if you import a spreadsheet, as long as you have a lead source for them, whatever that is, that's how you can trigger it. So that is available there for you. So I'm going to show you now, switching over to command. So you're going to do this in your settings. So if you're on a team, I will need to verify what level of permissions. I would expect it to be the executive or unlimited. So if you are in the standard permission level, you may not have access to this. If you're a rainmaker, you have access. If you're an individual agent, you have access to this. So you're going to click on your name in the top right hand corner. You're going to go to settings. I'm going to impatiently wait for it to load. Then we're going to go to command settings. Oh, we got a chat. It likes to disappear. Our command ads right now. What do you mean by that, Victor? Can you tell me more? That's okay if you're busy right now. Ads, I'll just kind of answer based on what I think you're saying. Ads down. They should not be. There was a fix released recently. I can't talk. But I will touch base with you on that later. We'll see if there's any issues that we need to resolve. So for the lead management, we're under command settings, and you're going to go to contacts, and you'll find it in lead management. Once you're there, you're going to create your rule. So this is telling the system what lead source gets what tags and what Smart Plans. So that means that the lead source, the tag, and the Smart Plan need to be set up ahead of time. So before you set this up, you want to make sure these things are squared away, because this is where you're adding that automation. So as soon as somebody comes in as a Facebook lead or a Zillow lead, if you have that API connection, it's going to go automatically from the instant that you set this up. And as you gain those leads, it's going to be automatic. So we want to make sure first we have our lead source in there, which there are a ton of already generated lead sources, but if there's a custom lead source, you need to make sure that's in there. 2, we need to make sure that that tag is created, which it should be created. It shouldn't let you create, your tag has to be there for you to add it here. And then the third thing is to make sure that Smart Plan is ready to go. You don't want to add people to a half-built Smart Plan, 1, because they're not going to get the proper communication. And 2, once you have somebody on a Smart Plan, you're very limited on what you can edit. So we have already set up the lead source. We have already set up the tag. We have already set up the Smart Plan before we're here. So I'm going to go ahead and set this to Zillow lead, because we'll pretend I have an API connection that I paid for through the marketplace, so that all my Zillow leads just come straight into command so I can work them. So then I'm going to search for Zillow, whatever it is. We'll say it's that one. So now I have so you can do multiple lead sources. You can do every lead source if you want to set them all up on the same and all the tagging. I wouldn't really recommend that, because you are going to converse with a Zillow lead, maybe different from a I don't know, a Facebook lead or open house follow-up, whatever the lead source is, or referral, you don't want that conversation to be the same. So then auto tags, I'm going to hit my drop down box and I'm going to find my tag that I want to include. I don't know if I have a Zillow, and you can create tags from here as well. So if you get to this and you're like, oh crap, I forgot to make the tag, you can just make it here. And then auto assign smart plan. So then I'm going to find my smart plan. We'll pretend that this is one. I don't even know what that smart plan is, but we'll pretend that that's right. And you can do multiple tags as well. So if you want them to have more than one tag, you can do that. And it looks like you can add them to multiple smart plans. So if you feel like everybody needs a monthly neighborhood nurture or anything like that, as long as that lead has the appropriate information, they're going to start on that smart plan. So I'm going to hit create rule, and that's all you need. You are set to go. Any lead that comes in, or anything that comes in with the lead source marked as Zillow, is going to automatically be tagged with Zillow and started on that 85258 smart plan, because we're going to pretend that's the right smart plan. And then you just set this up for every lead source, or if, like we mentioned, multiple lead sources would fall under the same umbrella of like a social media ad or lead, or like open house lead. You don't need to create a lead management for every open house. You just have a general one. So that is the newest feature. Again, this is available for individuals and teams. Any questions on that? I have you guys all over here on my other screen is why I keep looking over.
So that is for like, if you get any leads from Zoom, it'll automatic go into your command.
If you pay for that connection, so
Okay.
yeah,
like say I got Rise. So
Yeah.
when I start getting leads for Rise, I'll connect this command.
Yes, you can connect that to command and have it come straight in for you.
Okay.
And set up these automations. Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Any other questions? Great. Moving on. So something not entirely new, but just a new kind of surface look. The Smart Plans monthly neighborhood nurture, that email that the consumer receives, they redesigned it. It just looks prettier. It is integrated to your platform. So if they open this and they're clicking on any properties, anything like that, that branding is yours. How it looks is yours. It's not just a KW website. It is your specific website that they are looking at. So if they have an account created through your app or the website, then you will be able to see what they're looking at. And I did test this feature because I like to run all the scenarios and make sure it works. It does show what they clicked on. Give me a second and I will pull up my database, and I'm sure this is really gonna make YouTube happy. So over here on the timeline, so you can see the neighborhood that they viewed, what time, what day, so that can set that phone call. Hey, I noticed that you were looking at properties on, the 27th in this neighborhood. Was there anything that you liked? That can spark conversation. So that is a new feature, and it does look really pretty, and it looks a lot better. I'm not gonna lie, it looks good. Other new feature that you probably have noticed is the notification center. So they have not only synced them, so the notifications you receive in command that show up on the desktop and on your phone, they sync them together. So if you clear notifications on your phone or on the desktop, it will clear the notification on the other one. So like if I go to command on my phone and clear them, they will also clear on a desktop. You have the option of unread and read notifications now. So if you accidentally dismiss or clear the notification or mark it as read on accident, like you didn't mean to, because I do that all the time, you can go to your reds and find them again. So that is huge. For me, at least I've noticed that's like a big win because, like I said, I'm really bad at clearing them on accident or going back to them 5 seconds later and forgetting what it said. So you can click on red, find those used. You can also filter by notification as well. So if you only want to see notifications for compliance, you can, or opportunities. If you only want to see notifications for command email responses, for your listings, anything like that, you can now, filter by that. So just to kind of take you in here into command, your notification bell is still up here at the top. And you have unread. You have that mark all as read here if that is something you need. And then the red, I mean, it goes back for days and days. Like this is into February. So it keeps them for a long time. So if you're like, oh, this person, you know, does this, you can filter again by your consumer. These are just lead notifications. If you want to filter by contacts, filter, I don't know what KW is, opportunities, recruits. So that would probably be more market center, referrals, notifications, all of that is there for you. And you can delete your reds. I just realized that you can delete them all if you want to. I don't recommend it. Up to you though, if you want to be able to, if you want to get rid of them, or if you want to delete specific ones, you can click on the dots and hit delete. So the next thing, which is in correlation with the notifications, is notification settings. So you now have control how you receive those specific settings. So whether you want it to be a desktop or a mobile, either in-app or mobile push notification. So in-app would be that it shows up in your bell, whether that's desktop, mobile, both, all of the above, whatever you want. And then the mobile push is when those things pop up on your phone like that. Sorry, my great technology skills. Those little pop-ups that happen on your phone screen. To me, mobile push makes the most sense in my brain, just because everyone's on the go. Everybody's attached to their phones. That's the psychology of things in 2023. So having those notifications there on your phone is going to help you see those quicker. So to set those up, we are going to go into command. So there's really two ways to do this. Quickest way would just be to click on this gear in the notifications. So again, I was in the notifications bell. I just clicked on that. Then I hit notification, or I'm sorry, the settings gear. And that's going to take me right there. You can go click on your names, go into settings, go into general settings, all of the things, but less clicks, less time. That's my motto, but it is under general settings. So here are, I mean, you can set it up for all the things. So for team management, stuff like that. So this is probably more market center focus for me. It may look a little bit different for teams. If you click on them, they're going to give you the options. If you want to select all, you can do all on, all off, reset. Those are all your options. If you want to click them all, unclick them all, or just restore it to the default accounts. You can go into contacts. So you can, again, you can choose how they're done. If you want them to be mobile, if you're made a collaborator on a team, you can get a mobile push. You can, if a contract transfer failed, you can get a mobile push, or if you want the mobile app and a mobile push. However, makes sense for you. Just make sure if you make any changes, hit save, and that will update. So you have all of the control now on how your notifications are coming to you. Things that will still come via email: leads, opportunity returns, compliance returns. That stuff will be email, and additional, you can set up these other, so it doesn't have to only come email. Referrals do as well, but you have more options this way.
Okay.
Again, with Teams, if you are a team member, I'll have to double check. You may have control over this just because it should be your specific notifications, but I'm not 1000% on that. I would think you would have that ability, just because you would want to, fine tune it to yourself, not what your Rainmaker wants. And I'm sure your Rainmaker wants you to do it in whatever way you receive them, but may or may not be available for you. But individual agents, team leaders for sure. I would think that it is everybody, but I don't have a team account anymore, so I can't check it. Next one, task unification. So before in Command, you had contact tasks and you had opportunity tasks, and they were two separate. You had to toggle between the two in Command in order to see them. Now it's all in one place. There's no sense in separating the two. They are still your to-do list regardless, and that's going to show up there. So now the new look of it is in Command. So tasks show up on your home screen, they show up on your task applet, they show up on your Command app, and then the tasks specific to your contacts will show up in Contacts. But you see my list of tasks. If I want to create a new task, this is where it really looks different. So you're going to create the task name. You have the option to link it to a contact or link it to an opportunity, but you don't have to. So you still have the flexibility to, if you need to schedule your dentist appointment and you want to put that on your task list, you can make it still unassociated with your business. But I like to use that as an example because you can really make this your one-stop shop for your to-do list. So I'm going to link it to a contact. It's going to have you search and then link. You can link it to multiple people if you choose. Then it's going to generate the task type. Is it going to be a call, a text, or other? Other would be send birthday card. My birthday is not till September, so we're going to schedule this way out. Any hyperlinks you want to include, like if it's to comment on their social media and you want to link their social media profile here, you could register them for an event, anything like that. Priority level is this high, medium, low, your option to choose. And then you can schedule the date, the tasks, you can schedule time as well. So I'm going to schedule it September, whoops, went too far. 24th, oh, my birthday is on a Sunday this year, yippee. And then I'm going to hit create. And there we go, we've created the task. But you have that option now. If we want to link opportunity, you click link opportunity, find it. Is it a listing? Is it a buyer, landlord, tenant? If it's not, you're going to choose it and hit link. And then you're going to choose the phase and the stage in which you want it to happen. And then all the other things are the same. So that's how they're unified. They all show up in here. There no longer is a toggle for you to switch back and forth. Same goes for the app. It's all going to be in that one place. Functionality as far as completing and archiving, rescheduling, adding the note, that's all still the same. Who's making noise over here? Okay. All right, moving along. Next one is designs automation. So what we've done, so if you weren't aware, just to take one step back, we go through WeBrand is the company that we've partnered with. This was a while ago to be our designs platform. So that's why when you go into designs, it looks a little bit different than Command, but it's still integrated in Command. It's not like an outdoor thing or anything of that nature. So you can now pre-populate like a ton of templates at once, and it's less time building each individual, Instagram story and Instagram Square and Facebook post. It just helps you unify and makes less steps. There are very limited templates available for you to utilize these, but I do want to show you what those are because it's a good time saver. It'll make it a lot easier for you. So we're going to go into Command, and I'm going to go down to Designs, which is the little paintbrush icon. The easiest way to do this is just to click Import Design instead of Create Design. We're going to hit Import Design. You're not really importing anything. That's just where we need to be. Again, impatiently wait. We're going to click on Templates at the top. Go to Templates. Thank you. Auto Create is your options. So we have Coming Soon. We have For Sale, Just Listed, Open House, and Just Sold. So if I want to create Just Sold, I'm going to hit Auto Create. I'm going to search by listing. We're going to find one. We're going to pretend that this is it. So we're going to select it. We're going to click.
And we searching by listing. Is those when we type that in, is that coming from the MLS or is it already in Command?
Yes, it's coming from the MLS. So the MLS is connected to Command. So every MLS in the United States filters into Command. So if it's on the MLS, it'll pop up here. If it's even the Coming MLS, then it won't. I'm sorry?
Even the Coming Soon?
I believe so, yes. Yeah, as long as it's in the MLS,
it will populate and Coming Soon. It'll populate and Coming Soon. It just won't populate until you're actually launched into Coming Soon status on the MLS. So you can't have it like drafted and saved. It has to be launched into some sort of status on the MLS.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Alicia.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So you have your listing selected. We're going to hit continue. This is where you're going to confirm all the information is correct. Listing price, sold price, days on market, bedroom, bath, all the things. Then we're going to scroll down and you're going to choose your images. And these are going to pull the images that you have added to the MLS. Again, you want to make sure you're using your listings. If you're using somebody else's listings, you must get permission and it better be in writing to back it up. That's my compliance tip for you. I'm sure our brokers will appreciate that. But so you have your MLS photos you can upload if you want to. If you want to make sure your logo's on it or anything extra like that on the actual image, you can, but the MLS photos are here. There's no sense in adding anything extra. So add that. So I'm going to add another one. We're going to do the pretty kitchen. This one's kind of underwhelming. So I always pick the underwhelming listings. Who wants to see an underwhelming bathroom or a corner of the room? We're going to do the bathroom one. Why not? So you got your photos. If you don't want 4, you can choose 2, you can choose 1, but it's going to populate the number of photos based on how many the largest template can hold the most. Like if this one has 4 photos on it, it's gonna give you the option to do 4 photos. So you wanna make sure if you have that number on there that you're filling them. Otherwise, some of the templates may be left blank, if that makes sense. So we're gonna hit continue. Then your agent information, does it look right? This is not my email address. Your app link should populate here automatically. I know everybody loves the dreaded no dashes between the numbers. You can change that there if you want to. And then you're gonna hit generate designs. And all of that information that agent information, if you realize that it's wrong, that pulls from your marketing profile in your Connect settings. So that's where you would need to update that. So now my property is all in here. So all of these templates are in there and ready to go. So then you can download them. You can, if they are like print files, you can either download the PDF, share it to your printing company, print them there in your office, or you can order prints through command.
How do you do that?
So if you click on the design, you're going to hit order, and I just clicked on the 3 dots. We're going to do order print. It's going to take me in there. It's just getting all wonky. There it goes, because I'm moving it. I clicked order print. In the other screen, it's just loading. Come on. There it goes. Okay. So I want flyer or letterhead flyer. And that's going to generate those options based on the size of the image. Like if it's templated for an 8.5 by 11, then it's going to choose a flyer or letterhead. If it's a door hanger, it's going to choose door hanger. If it's a postcard, so forth. So what paper do you want, uncoated or silk? If you hover over the eye, it's going to tell you what it is if you're not sure. How many copies do you want? Let's say we want, say we're gonna.
Rachel, I have one more quick question.
Yeah.
What is letter? I know it's a silly question, but what is letterhead? Is that what type of pamphlet is that?
It's like a letter with like if you're writing like a golden letter. Yeah,
I got you.
I don't think this should be $391. That seems insane. I don't know how much y'all pay for. Download a proof. I'm not trying to dog on anything, and don't get mad at me for saying this, but I would not pay for $300 for flyers. I can't. If that's
Especially only 50 flyers.
right. That's what I'm like, that's a lot of money. These things better speak if they sending out money.
That number seems really off, Rachel, because like I've used the mailing thing that they want you to
Yeah.
talk through. And I've mailed, oh gosh, I'm trying to remember. I think we just mailed like 250 postcards to my past clients through the mailing service. And
Yeah.
that with postage and printing 2 sides of an invite, like was still, I want to think it was under $200. So
Yeah.
something's wrong.
Yeah, I don't
with
think this is right.
that. Yeah.
I don't know who in their right mind would pay that much money.
No.
Hey, Rachel, it's Kathy. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, so the alternative, we can download that, right? And then print on
Hit
our own,
download.
okay, gotcha.
PDF.
Okay, so PDF download. Okay, gotcha.
Yep, that would be the alternative.
All right.
Do not pay almost $400 for flyers.
Absolutely, yes.
I'll have to check into that and see if there's a system issue there, because that does not sound right at all. Like I said, that paper better speak if I'm paying $400 for 50 flyers. Okay, let's get out of there. But So there are some printing options. We'll hold on the printing options until we know for sure that that's fixed. But that design automation, again, is there not to negate from what is there. It just basically creates multiple templates for you. So that's less time that you have to spend on those templates. Something else you may have noticed recently is the opportunity details redesign. So it's built in I know there are more boxes and they're not as big, but they did add some extra things that weren't there before. And this is on desktop and mobile. Just these different appointment dates are new. And the reason, and some people like, why do I want to add this extra information? One, for transaction management. If you have a transaction coordinator or an admin operation that runs these things for you, that will help kind of keep everything unified and in one place. And the third reason is they are working on releasing a transaction summary option. That was something that was very highly requested. So it'll be like a transaction summary sheet that will pull all that information together for you. So you put it in here once, you can generate that sheet for your lenders, for your vendors, whoever you're partnering with, for your transaction coordinator, for your clients, however you want to use that, but that's coming. That is part of the reason why you're seeing this update. I'm not going to pull it in Command just because it looks exactly the same. This is the details tab of your opportunity. So when you create that opportunity, you go to details. Once it's created anyway, you have those options. And then you click the edit pencil in the top right corner to edit those boxes. So Command Mobile new releases. And I think, let me join on my phone so I can share those as well. I should have switched back. Give me a second here. I switched accounts on my phone in a panic earlier and I did not switch back. Oops. Helps if I know how to spell. Okay. Here we go.
Recording in progress.
Sorry, you're gonna hear a little bit of echo. Here we go. All right. So I'm going to stop share here. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Share on my screen. Okay, so let's see here. You're not gonna be able to see the, I'm not responsible for anything that pops up on my screen, just forewarning on my phone, nothing bad, but you never know. If you see any text message, cuss words, I'm sorry. So the opportunities are now in Command. So if you're looking at my home screen here, you can see them right there in the middle. You can also access them by clicking on the hamburger icon or the 3 lines and click opportunities. One of my favorite things about opportunities on the app is that you can click manage layout in the top right hand corner and you can adjust how you see the pipelines. So in Command desktop version, it's listing buyers, landlords, tenant. You have no option to hide them, to rearrange them. If you're a buyer's agent only, or you only do listings, or if you don't want to see the other ones, you can't really get rid of them in the on the desktop, but you can in the mobile app. So if you're a buyer's agent only on a team, you can hide all of the other ones to only see the buyer's pipeline. Or if you want to rearrange them, you can. You just hold on to the 6 dots on the left. I have not come up with a name for that one yet, but you just click and hold and you drag it up and down. whatever order you want it to be. So then I'm going to hit save in the top right corner, and then that is how it's going to present. So the pipelines here, you can see them same as in the desktop version, is just vertical instead of horizontal. So you have cultivate, appointment, active, under contract, closed. The number to the left is how many opportunities you have in each phase. Still same as the desktop version. If you click the plus sign in the bottom right-hand corner, this is when you're going to create your opportunity and all of that information. I'm not going to go through all that, but I just wanted to show you. You can see all opportunities if you click all at the top, and they will filter down. You can click on the closing soon and see your opportunities that are closing soon. Usually it's like within the month. So something I wanted you to notice on, I don't know if I have any that have checklist options on here. You will notice on the right, it has your opportunity checklists. So if you have an opportunity checklist set up for your transactions, you can see that in here and you can check them off and kind of manage them in here. Let me see if I can find one. I don't know if I have an opportunity checklist set up anymore. But yeah, you can see all of the stages inside of the opportunity as well. Pipeline, if you click on the opportunity, you're going to see all the details first. And then you're going to switch over to tasks and you can see those there as well. So that's a new feature that is in there. You can create them, you can manage them. There's still no compliance or commission in them yet, in the app yet, but you can see all of the things and all of that. Next mobile app update is the home screen. So something that is been a big problem for the Command app, and I realized I stopped sharing because my phone is temperamental, is when somebody fills out a lead gen form on your website or requests a visual or virtual tour, you didn't get any notifications. And I 1000% agree that is not okay. So those have come to your mobile app, and you will, as long as you have notification settings turned on for your mobile app, you will receive push notifications for those. So if you look under my who's to contact, that second kind of box of squares or rectangles, I think they technically are, you have leads never contacted, tour requests. So that will be the white, mine's gray because I don't have any. So if somebody requests a tour from your website or mobile app, consumer app, that will populate that person. Same for client inquiries. So those are, again, anybody who fills out a lead gen form from your website or your mobile consumer app, those client inquiries will come in there. I know of agents who have lost listings and transactions because of this issue. So that's why I'm making it such a big deal right now, is because this is what you need and this is what you deserved the whole time. But it's here now. Anything else there has been there, but those are the two newest updates.
Hey, Rachel, I was wondering, how do you not push through, but onto the mobile app? How do you like get notifications? Like, is it go to settings or something like that?
Yeah, so these will be in your phone settings. I have an iPhone, so I can show you that. I can't speak for Androids. But if you go into your, and I'm just guessing this, settings, notifications right here, you're going to scroll down to the app. So command. So then you're going to choose, do you want them to show up on all notifications? So that's when your screen is locked in your notification center and also the banner. So banner style, you can make it persistent or temporary. That's just, do you want it there and it goes away, or do you want it to stay forever? You can turn on sound for your notifications. You can turn on badges, which are the little red circles in the top right corner of your apps that I do not like, but I put them there because it's important to me. And then announce notification. So Siri will say you have a notification if you really want to. But yeah, so that's where you set up and make sure that those settings are turned on, so you are getting the notifications from the app.
Okay, and if you could just show me, because I want to make sure I did download the correct mobile app. It's just the KW, right? Command,
Yeah.
and it has just the regular KW, then command.
Yes, the red KW, or I'm sorry, the red square with the white KW is command. If you are not sure, go to your app store and search KW command. If I could spell, there we go. KW command, hit search. And that very first one, the red square with the white KW, is the command mobile app. The white square with the red KW is the consumer app. So those are the difference. But if you search KW command, that first app is the command app.
Oh, okay. So the KW buy and sell, that's the one that we'll give to our clients?
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yep. And it is available for Google Play, Android, all the things. So everybody can use it. Next thing that is new is your digital business card. So you now have a digital business card on your mobile app. If you click on your name in the top left corner, you'll see the second thing down. It may be third or fourth if you are on a team, but the My Business card, you're going to click on that. There is your QR code. When somebody scans that, it is going to create the contact card for them in their phone. So I'm going to scan, you can't see the one on my screen on my computer, but I'm going to scan it just to show you, and you're going to get the full experience. Look at that. So I'm going to click on that, and there's the contact. So once they scan it, there's all the information, and it'll be your information. You're going to have them, they can either come down to the bottom and either create a new contact, or if they're already in your phone, add to an existing. So I'm going to hit create new, and then I just hit done. And now Nina Royals is in my phone. This is just an example person that they gave out, but so now you don't have to pay for all the other QR code companies, all the things. It is all right there for you. Again, you're just going to click on your name and go to My Business card. To instruct people how to use this, they open their camera on their phone, regardless of what type of phone they have. They need to point the camera lens at the QR code, and it will highlight, and it will give them a link to click on. With Androids, it asks them kind of, do you want to open this or do you want to copy it? iPhones, it, like with mine, it just gives you the option to click on it. When they click on it, that's when it opens their contacts in their phone to add it. So pretty simple. Okay, so that is all of the phones. So I'm going to stop sharing screen there. And
So I tried to do it on my cellular device. Is it because I'm already in the system and probably wouldn't pull up? Because I'm trying to use the QR code.
okay, update. Say that again, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Like I'm trying to use the QR code, but it's not actually pulling up on my phone. I'm using another device.
You're
You
trying to
think it's
scan the QR code on another device. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Yes.
What device are you using to scan it?
It's an Android.
Is it like a tablet?
No, just a cell phone.
So you're scanning the QR code from one phone to another phone.
Yeah. You think that's probably why it's not working?
I mean, it should work because I just scanned it from my computer to my phone. It shouldn't really make a difference, but nothing popping up when you are scanning the QR code?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, we'll have to look at that. It should. Is it zoomed in focus and everything and it still wouldn't?
Yeah, because I'm trying to do it now because I have 2 phones, so I'm just trying to test it out to see how does that work. And yeah, I have it zoomed in and everything. It's still not like actually popping up.
Okay, yeah, we'll have to check that out.
Okay.
So it should be working. Lori, as far as the KW website, I'll show you some sneak peeks here at the end of this. They are supposed to be releasing that at the end of this month.
Okay.
And then Tasha, yes, Command is connected to every MLS as far as getting information from the MLS. Okay. Let me share this.
Oh, you know, Rachel, I did just get it. So what I had to do was I had to put it like definitely all the way close, like
Okay.
zoom all the way in. So
Okay, perfect.
thank you.
My pleasure. So marketplace releases. So if you're not aware, in Command, let me pop back into Command. This little storefront icon is the marketplace. So here is where you can find any like deals we have with other companies like MovePro and all of the things. Any integrations where you want to connect your Zillow or your Brivity or your Boomtown, whatever it may be, you can search here to see to get those connections between Command and that outside source, just to make it easier to move things back and forth. So we have over 140 integrations as of now. 53 are Command integrations, 47 are e-commerce. 17 million API requests monthly is what we get. So we are working to build those, but this is what we have now. Oh, sorry. So you can always search by that. You can find a lot of things in there. So KW Connect, if you have ever tried to search on kwconnect.com, you know it is like falling in a black hole, that you never find what you need and you find 50 other things that you didn't know you needed. So in efforts to make that better, we have released KW Connect in Command. So when you search for what you want, you find it, and it's so great. But also in the Learning Center piece of that, all of the learning and everything is right there in one place. You can bookmark it. So if you're going through and finding what you want, but you don't have time to sit through the whole movie or the whole video at that time, you can bookmark it and come back to it later, pick up where you left off, all of the things. So this has been monumental in my eyes because I love Connect. I love all the resources it provides, but it is not easy to navigate prior to this. So when you're in Command, up here at the top, you're just going to hit Connect. And then you can find all the things. So this is the Learning Home. You have just kind of a summary or synopsis. You have My Learning. So these are the things that you have created for your or bookmark for yourself.
Rachel, I did have another question. How do you on Command, if you wanted to order like hats and stuff like that, is that on the marketplace or something?
No, that's at KW Red Label store.
Oh,
Yeah.
KW Red Label store.
Yeah. And then the last one is you can hit browse all. And although it opens the floodgates of everything, it is organized. It is so organized. You can see book clubs. You can see topics related to buyers. You can see things related to Command. You can see things related to conversations, which is formerly known as scripts. Everybody should be in this. Daily habits, finances, growth opportunity, all the things. I mean, it goes on and on and on and on forever. And it's alphabetized. Hallelujah. So those are all there for you to grow on, build on, get some good resources. other part of Connect is the Event Center. They have taken the events.kw.com website and have kind of filtered it all into here. So all of the KWRI events, including the big ones, the mega camps, the family reunions, the masterminds, those are all in here, as well as the I don't want to say normal courses that are all great, but the more common courses, like this is a command course, protect your profit, get to know recruitment smart plans. This is leadership stuff, but that all populates and it tells you who it's for. So that all populates there for you. It's by date. You can register. We're all in one place. We're trying to get it there, and we're doing great there. So that is under your Connect tab in Command. kwconnect.com is still a website. Events.kw.com is still a website. They'll continue to be a website, at least for a good while. But again, this is just trying to put it all in place for you. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, we talked about events. Yeah, that search option is there for you, and you can filter as well. Consumer new releases. So this is on the consumer. This will be by the end of the month. So this is what you've all been waiting for. This is coming soon. This has not released yet. Again, should be by the end of March. So the agent website is going to be completely redesigned. The consumer app is going to be redesigned as well. So this is all homeowner experience, insightful education materials, tools, quality lead capture, and delivery. That is the main focus, which has already happened. Just to kind of give you a little bit of an update. So searching, there's going to be more tools for the range of tools that they can search by. It's just going to become a completely new experience for them. Exclusives. So this is something that is live now, actually, but it's going to depend on your brokerage and what they are going to allow or not allow. There are Keller exclusives, which are, so the Keller, let me back up. There are two different features here. So you will have a Keller exclusive, which are off-market properties that KW agents can put on here. These are not brokerage exclusives. These are just, and I don't know what Kentucky and Ohio laws are to even know if this is even allowed. So I don't want to really dive into this, but it's basically going to be a portal of homes that are not on the market that may be available for some others. I don't know how this is going to look for our states, but it's going to be there. So if you, and this is going to be worldwide. So people in Peru are going to be able to see houses in Ohio and Kentucky that are these. So if you notice here, this little black block, it says not finding your dream home, connect with a KW agent to access the industry's largest collection of privately listed properties. I tried to watch a class on this yesterday to better understand this. But this would be maybe somebody who is interested in listing, but may not want to do it right now, but maybe if they got the right bite or the right offer, they would. Again, this is up to the brokers if we utilize this on our end and what our state laws allowed. Then there is a brokerage exclusive option in here. And it's more going to be on the agent side of things. And I believe it will be integrated into, and only agents within your brokerage will be able to see them. Again, your brokerage and broker have to opt into that. So if there is another way that you guys manage brokerage exclusives at this time, that may be the way it continues. But this is a conversation. I'm going to bring it up to all of the brokers just to make them aware of this and to decide if they want to use this or not. So just again, another little review. You're going to have blogs for your websites that you will be able to create. You're going to have a home valuation tool. Hallelujah, it's about time. And there's going to be more to that. So more lead gen tools, more customized content, and you're going to be able to expand your reach. Other things that are going to happen with the websites is called redirected marketing. So if they're liking and looking at a lot of things on your website, it's going to continue to push your information and your stuff to them. Open house lead capture pieces of your site. This looks so much better. So much better. So you will be able to set this up at an open house to capture your leads from that open house. And again, with that lead management, you can set up that auto tagging, auto smart plan. So this is one more way just to get your open house contacts into your database easier and quicker, and then get that communication set up easier and quicker. And it just looks pretty. You will have a preferred vendors page as well that you will be able to link their information, their websites, the logos, the branding, all of the thing. I think this is a huge leverage piece for you as an agent, as a team lead, as a team member, because now you have collateral for these vendors. So one, you're gonna provide value to your clients, potential clients on your vendors who you trust, who you know. Also, that gives you leverage to get sponsorships, get, a lot of your market centers probably have vendor programs or have vendors that pay some type of money to have exclusive access to you. You should be doing the same thing for this piece of your website. If you want to be on my website, Lender A, you need to do this, this, and this for me or my clients, whether that's providing marketing, whether that's paying for part of your client event, completely paying for a client event, covering your market costs, your cost of sales, your listing, whatever it is, you can set that tone. But you really have a leverage piece with this to kind of set that standard and relationship for that vendor. So this will be a huge game changer for you, not only to provide value to your clients and to people, but also provide value to your business, whether that's financially or some kind of partnership. Last but not least, the home valuation tool. I know this is like the biggest thing that has been asked for, just because it makes sense that it's on your website. So this is the top requested feature. So it drives that differentiation, it deepens that relationship because you can provide that value nonstop. You're going to see where it was the last 30 days, last year, last 5 years, because that is important, especially right now as we're walking into the spring market. And newsflash, if you don't know, it's going to be even crazier than last year. I wholeheartedly believe it, just because there's so much going on right now. So this will be huge for you to use. Another sneak peek, we will have AI or artificial intelligence that will be helping you along the way. So I'm sure you notice, if you've ever ordered food from DoorDash, from pretty much any pizza place, from Uber Eats, or if you've ordered an Uber, or if you've ordered anything from Amazon, there are all types of AI that are integrated into business now. So we're working on this. So what's coming is, we're going to skip all that, is ChatGPT is a natural language processing AI. So that will be coming to KW. So what it does is the machine learns, and it gives you real-time reasoning, advanced analytics, data optimization, lead scoring, personalization. So those are, and that may be like, why do I care? That's how you are one step closer to being hands-off but hands-on, not having to worry about if your push notification is coming through during your family dinner, because you have that artificial intelligence to do it for you. So something that's coming with Chat GPT, it's going to write all the things for you. And I know this, I apologize, this verbiage got written over somehow, so it's not as pretty looking. So what you're going to do is you're going to write in Chat GPT, lakefront or lake, updated vertical log cabin, 840 square feet, 2-bedroom, 1 bath, first floor laundry, the list goes on. Then you're going to get a beautiful lakefront property on Ora Lake has been updated, showcasing an updated 840 square foot vertical log cabin design. The cabin features 2 bedrooms with 1 currently being used as an office. The blah, 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 and all the things are updated electric, plumbing, furnace, central air system. The roof is approximately 4 years old. Enjoy breathtaking views of the lake from spacious deck, blah, blah, so forth. So it creates the beautiful verbiage and all of the things for you, so you don't have to sit and ponder, how do I make this sound good? So that's another sneak peek that is coming for you as well. And that's all I have. I know this is a lot. Again, we're really focusing on bringing you the value and things that you need, as well as making those quality of life updates, as far as making things that many less clicks, or, you know, task unification. That is more of a quality of life thing. So both things were there. They're just putting it in one place to make it easier. So
Hey, Rachel, I got a question.
Yeah.
Regarding the Chat GPT.
Yeah.
Is there a way? Okay, my issue is it creating the same verbiage for like 10 other listings. If I put it in, if I use this verbiage for the same property, it's going to duplicate for every other property that I have, the same, like, well, that was said at another property similar to it. You know what I mean? How do you?
It's not going to duplicate, because every property is different.
Right, but more so so we can trust it to be more creative on each property. There's no duplicate.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Huh.
Yeah. And as we put data into it, it's going to learn and evolve as well. So it will never just be, if
The
you had the
same-
house
same
next to it,
script.
right. If you had the house next to it as well, and you put this in, it's going to be different, just because every home is different, every property, all the specs, the information, everything is different. So it's not going to.
So it's not going to, so if I put in 3-bedroom, 2-bath home located on a 150 by 60 square foot lot located in Johnstown, Ohio,
Mhm.
it's not, and if I have 2 properties, it's not going to have the same verbiage.
Correct.
Okay, all right.
Well,
Alright.
once they create, it creates the new thing. Can I edit that?
I would think so. I don't know. This hasn't been released yet, so we haven't really got to
Okay.
play with it or anything, but I would think you would
Okay.
have, if you don't like something in it, you would have the
Okay.
ability to
Okay, well,
edit it.
that's good. That's good.
Yeah. I would,
Thanks.
I would think they would give you that option.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Any other questions?
Rachel,
Yeah.
my question kind of goes back to the beginning where somebody asked an unrelated question about the mailing campaign, so the direct mail stuff.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know if we're to a point where you can answer that question or not.
That's fine. Yeah. We'll take any
Okay.
questions right now.
So with the direct mail function, you can select an area and you can weed out like homes that have sold in the last 5 years, so that you're not targeting people who've sold their house recently, or maybe you are targeting them,
Uh-huh.
which is fine if you're going to mail it. But I decided like I wanted to walk some of these flyers around, so I was just going to download it and take them out. But clearly the system was able to weed those out. So is there a way to print out the addresses of the ones that are still valid to hand deliver things to, or not?
There is not, unfortunately. You
Okay.
cannot, it doesn't let you export this information.
Yep.
Something else you could try would be maybe like through Mojo Dialer. Just don't set up the dial, just kind of get the information and export it that way. I don't know what the filtering options are, though. I don't know if you can filter by like this stuff, though. So that would
Well,
be the only hiccup.
You can filter by last sold date or year built or size of house. You can filter by quite a bit in the direct mail
Right.
thing. I just wondered if we could get the addresses so that, this time I want to walk it, but next time if I want to follow up with a mailed campaign, well, then I'm consistently hitting the same houses,
Right. Yeah, I
which you're
don't,
saying no.
yeah, I don't believe you can export this, unfortunately.
And I don't have Mojo, so I have absolutely no idea how.
Check with Jennifer. I think the Market Center has it or used to have it. So check with
Mojo would help that situation. So is
sorry, you were cutting
Hello?
out.
Okay, now I can hear you. I must have
Okay.
driven through the dead zone.
That's okay.
So what were you saying about Mojo?
Check with Jennifer or leadership member of somebody there, either
Yeah.
Jennifer or Buffy would probably know best. But we may have a Mojo account for the office. So again, I don't know if you can do these filter options, but that would at least give you addresses you can export. And you
Yeah.
could really compare the two if you really wanted to. But yeah, check with the Market Center and see if we have a Market Center account you could use.
Okay, thank you.
My pleasure. Any other questions?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that configure? Where did you find that again?
So this was in campaigns,
Campaigns, okay.
and then you're gonna go into emails. And you have to go through I'm sorry, direct mail, not emails, direct mail. And you have to create the whole thing before you can get into that targeting area.
Okay, thank you.
My pleasure. Do we have anything else? I love this. Going once, going twice?
If you can just call me afterwards, if you have time, just because I don't know what's going on with, I can't log into anything.
Yeah, if you want to
Mhm.
actually stay on, we can.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, that is all I have for today. I'll get this uploaded to YouTube. Hopefully they don't take it down. I will send you the Zoom recording link as well, just in case. CYA, make sure you have a copy of it. And then it's my pleasure, Lenny. And then I'm also going to get you the playbooks as well. So I'll pull the list and get those to you. Alrighty, you are all set. I hope everybody has a good rest of your day and a good weekend because tomorrow's Friday. Hallelujah. See ya. I will get everybody. Okay. So it's not letting you, hold on, let me stop the recording.